everybody. I have another wintry story to read to you today. It's called The Biggest, Best Snowman, and it's by Marjorie Kyler. And the pictures were made by Will Hillenbrand. That does look really big. Look at this kid here standing next to this really tall snowman. Whoa. There it is sitting up on a hill. Little Nell lived with Big Mama, Big Sarah, and Big Lizzie in a big house in a big snowy wood. That does look like a tall house, doesn't it? Big Mama, Big Sarah, and Big Lizzie had big blustery voices. They had big talky friends. They had big loud parties. When Little Nell asked, "Can I help?" Big Mama, Big Sarah, and Big Lizzie shook their heads. "No, you can't," they said. "You're too small." "Yes, I can," said Little Nell, "and no, I'm not." "No, you can't," they said, "and yes, you are." She wants to help them get ready for the party, and they're saying she's too small, and she's saying, "I'm not too small. What do you mean?" So Little Nell would go into the big snowy woods. She'd sit and watch the snow fall from the sky. If you look closely at this picture, you can see all the little white snowflakes falling. There she is. She would walk under the bare branched trees, and she would play with her friends, Reindeer, Hare, and Bear Cub. Reindeer, Hare, which is another word for a rabbit, and Bear Cub. There she is hiding in a tree. One day, Bear Cub said to Little Nell, "Can you show us how to make a snowman?" "No, I can't," said Little Nell. "I'm too small." "Yes, you can," said the animals, "and no, you're not." "But I'm so small," said Little Nell, "and I'm so small my family won't let me do anything. I could never make a snowman." "How do you know unless you try?" asked Bear Cub. "We'll help you." Little Nell sighed. "Well, maybe." Little Nell got down on her knees. She carefully patted and matted and batted the snow into a tiny ball. Then she rolled and rolled it and rolled it to Reindeer. Reindeer nudged it and nudged it and nudged it to Hare. Hare kicked it and kicked it and kicked it to Bear Cub. And Bear Cub rolled it and rolled it and rolled it until it stopped, thud, by the edge of a big icy pond. "Now what?" asked Reindeer. "The snowman needs a middle," said Little Nell. "How do we do that?" asked Hare. Little Nell bit her lip. She got down on her knees and she carefully patted and matted and batted until she had another tiny snowball. She rolled it and rolled it to Reindeer. Reindeer nudged it and nudged it to Hare. Hare kicked it and kicked it to Bear Cub. Bear Cub rolled it and rolled it until thud, it came to a stop and he pushed it on top of the other snowball. "Now what?" he asked. Now there are two. Now what should they do? "Oh, it needs a head," cried Little Nell. She patted and matted and batted another tiny snowball. Then she rolled it to Reindeer. Reindeer nudged it to Hare. Hare kicked it to Bear Cub. Bear Cub stuck it on top of the other two snowballs. 1, 2, 3. Small, bigger, biggest. Ooh, what are they making? We know. Little Nell and the animals stood back and looked at their snowman. "Something's missing," said Hare. "The face," said Little Nell. How do we do that? Asked the animals. I think we need some help, said little Nell. She whistled for the birds to come. Crow, cardinal, and sparrow flew down from the trees. Could you make a face for our snowman? She asked. Crow fetched two pieces of bark for the eyes. There's Crow. Cardinal found an old pink sock for the nose. There's Cardinal. Sparrow brought raisins for the mouth. There's Sparrow. There's the little raisin mouth. Those were good ideas. Little Nell handed her green scarf to the birds. They wound it and wound it and wound it around the snowman's neck. Then they added 2 sticks for arms. The snowman was finally finished. Little Nell and the animals gazed up at their creation. Wow, said the animals. Wow, said little Nell. It was almost lunchtime. Little Nell said goodbye to her friends, and she walked home through the big, snowy woods. There she is. There's her house. She's walking through the woods back to her house for some lunch. Big Mama, Big Sarah, and Big Lizzie were waiting for her. Where have you been? They asked in their big, blustery voices. I was building a great big snowman, answered little Nell. How could someone as little as you build a great big snowman? Asked Big Lizzie. Come and see, said little Nell. So, Big Mama, Big Sarah, and Big Lizzie followed little Nell through the big snowy woods to the big snowman. I like this picture. There's Big Mama and Lizzie and Sarah, maybe Sarah and Lizzie. They're getting hauled on a sled. They're following little Nell. As they looked up, their mouths dropped open and their arms dropped to their sides. They went, wow, they said, you built that? Yes, I did, said little Nell, with the help of my friends. That's the biggest, best snowman that ever was, said Big Mama. Yes, it is, said little Nell, a huge smile on her face. They looked surprised and amazed. Will you come and help us make a big, yummy lunch? Asked Big Sarah. No, she can't, said Big Lizzie. She's still too small. Yes, I can, said little Nell, and no, I'm not. Yes, you can, said Big Mama, and yes, you will. She's not too small to help, is she? Big Mama gave little Nell a big sloppy kiss. Smooch. Big Sarah gave little Nell a big squeezy hug. Ooch. Big Lizzie stuck her big nose in the air. Humph. She's not convinced. Little Nell's friends lifted her to the top of the snowman. There they are, helping her up to the top. There are the grown-ups watching. Hooray! Even though little Nell might be small, she's not too small to be a helper, especially if she has friends to help with her. All right, I hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon.